Hey, what's up guys? So we're going to be casting this game between Mario P90 here in the blue at 1204. This is Dino Gunform here in the red at 1144. So our player in the blue went first. Sets a Raikou. Ooh, and we see Mermail. So let's see how this deck does. I haven't really seen it in action as far as a high-rated player playing it. I've seen a few low people play and nothing really ended up happening. But if this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Mermail. I'm wondering if it would get its effect regardless if it was face down. Usually it has to be face up, because I know Tengu does not get its effect when it's face down, so perhaps this card would not get its effect. I'm not positive on this, I don't know. Mermail's too good, because they aren't actually out yet as far as in the TCG, but they will come out. There's a whole bunch of new water support, and the artwork on that card is pretty cool looking, so you can special summon one Mermail from your deck, except for this one. And you can only activate the effect once per turn. Okay, so we see a Reborn activated, and he's going to go Sync for 5. Would be a Catastrophe, which would be a pretty good card, I'd say, to make against Mermails, because from my knowledge, Mermail's all water. So it's just a 24 beater. And this is special summon, add 1 depth. Okay. Oh, only by that effect. Oh, okay, so you contribute a face-up attack versus one monster to have this card attack twice. 48, that's pretty good. But you can discard 2 other water monsters to special summon. I like how it says other, so I don't think it could be itself. Not like a Fortress there being way too good. So we see MST and it hits MST. I've been seeing a lot of people set MST now, which is interesting. Because I like to hold my MSTs for when I want to make my play, unless I guess I have none. So we see Mermail. I'm certain this is Atlantean Marksman. This one's really good. So when it inflicts battle damage, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Sea Serpent Atlantean monster, except for another one of himself. And this card's really good. And when it's when this card is sent to the graveyard, to activate a water monster's effect, target one set card your opponent controls and destroy that target. So I'm guessing it combos with that other card where you can discard 2 water monsters to special it. Pretty good stuff. So I guess you can destroy a set card. That's pretty interesting. And he got out an Armsman. You can normal summon in addition to your normal summon. So you can technically now summon once again. That's pretty interesting. So I like how all these Atlanteans are, you can only get its effect once per turn. I like that because, I mean, it's still good, but it doesn't make it so it's like really unfair. And we see a Lost Blue Breaker, interesting card. And I'm pretty sure our player in the red is also probably playing Deep Sea Diva, which is a really good card for waters. So if you have some Deep Sea Divas, you'll be ready to go to trade them, or if you want to make this deck, it'd probably be a very viable card in it. So he's going to overlay, and he can make rank 3. Ooh, he's going to make a Zenmains. I don't know if that's the best option, because if you guys didn't know, Catastrophe, once he attacks into Zenmains, Zenmains will lose 2 attachments. At the end phase, yes, Zenmains will still get the effect to destroy. However, you'll lose both the attachment on Zenmains. And let's see if he's probably just going to attack that, yeah. Interesting stuff. I don't know if that was going for the best option there. I mean, to be honest, I mean, Acid Golem can't deal with Catastrophe. Catastrophe is just an overall pretty solid card. And making Catastrophe from our player in blue probably was a pretty good thing to make, because, you know, everything's pretty much water in the deck except for the Exceeds. So our player in the red needs to be able to respond to Catastrophe relatively soon, because once our player in the blue gets out another stronger monster, he can attack, you know, Zenmains and then attack into it again with Catastrophe, and then Zenmains will die, because it'll lose 2 attachments because it'd be destroyed once by battle, and then the other one by Catastrophe's effect. And we see a Space Typhoon activate it immediately, and it hits a Compulse. Ooh! I'm pretty sure our player in the blue wanted to activate that. Yeah, because if our player in the blue had kept that MST early on and then set 2 of them at the same time, there'd be a chance that our player in the red would have just hit that card instead. I mean, unless you have a reason why you want to set MST, I generally feel like it's not the best idea to set MST, especially when our player in the blue kind of already had a decent amount of stuff on the field. I mean, he had Catastrophe and, what was it? No, it was just Catastrophe, I think. Oh, no, he had Raikou. Okay, Raikou's not anything. Raikou's not very good. 200 attack. Let's see what our player in the blue does. Maybe that's another Compulse. Compulse is an overall really solid card, especially against these monsters, the Exceeds, or it's good against Synchros as well, and especially against Exceeds, though, just because, yeah. Same thing with Synchros. I mean, Synchros generally can't stop that card anyways. We see a Dark Hole activated, And that will hurt just a little bit, just because Zenmain's most likely will detach, and our player in the red can just pop this during the end phase. I'd almost move this to attack mode. I mean, oh, he's going to send Zenmain's back anyways. Yeah, I really feel like just he could have gotten, well, actually, I'm sure he would have just compulsed it if he went for the attack. So, I know the Mermails and Atlanteans have one card that special summons 3, and it's a quick play spell card, so I'm waiting to see that. So, I don't know what our player in the blue is playing at the moment, but anytime when they're running Witch the Black Rose, it could reveal that they are running the Quackmira OTK. So, player in the blue side add a Lila. Okay, and let's see. I guess you can summon Lila, smack for 17 points of damage, and just end his turn with milling 3. But I really want to see what these Atlantean Mermails can do, because they're already getting a lot of good support in the next few sets. Well, water in general is getting a huge boost. So we see Sangan Mill and Dimensional Alchemist and a Pot of Avarice. But I mean, Lila generally isn't too much of a threat. But sometimes with that back row on Lila, it can be a problem, because if it's a Solemn Warning or a Bottomless and you lose your summon, and then sometimes you just don't want to set because you know that Lila is probably just going to pop one of those. So we see an Avarice activated, which is, I guess maybe he doesn't have any more plays. Because usually I like to save Avarice for very late in the game. I felt like our player in the red also kind of used Dark Hole early. He didn't necessarily need to do that. He did happen to get rid of Catastor, and could technically pop a back row, but I felt like it was kind of used too early, essentially. Dark Hole's a really good card. And a Dark Hole for essentially just one Catastor, and you're losing an attachment on your Zenmains, I don't find it worth it. So our player in the red summons a Deep Sea Diva, and he can go for Lost Blue Breaker right now, if he wishes to. Oh, no. Okay, so he's going for another Atlantean. So maybe he's just going to go for a Gachi, which would be interesting. I'm not sure if that's what he wants. Okay, oh, that's very good, because Diva doesn't negate the effect. I forgot about that. So yeah, Diva's better than Tourcade. It doesn't negate their effect, but pretty good stuff here. So he can overlay and make a Gachi, and now Gachi will boost this card up. That's pretty good. I like that play. That's a pretty good play. So this boosts the attack by 400, so this becomes 1800. Attacks over Lila. Ooh, and we see an enemy controller, and that's going to move it to defense mode. It does hurt, but he had a good play. I like the player in the red's idea of, you know, going for Gachi plus that marksman. I like that. That's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. So, unfortunately, his play was kind of ruined, but, I mean, Atlantean's marksman still has a boost of 400 defense. Let's see if our player in the, oh, we're going to go for main phase 2, perhaps set a card? No, he's going to go for a Reborn. Okay, because I'll say setting card not so great against Lila. Okay, so we see a Thunder King activated, and that card is pretty good. Thunder King's also really solid, but I feel like our player in the red could get punished for that by our player in the blue going for a Dark Hole. So he's going to go for an Lord of Darkness. Maybe he can draw out that Dark Hole. See, these are the situations where you want to activate Dark Hole. When Thunder King's on board and they have, like, other monsters. Well, I mean, Gachi will probably just detach, obviously, but, and he would lose a Lila for it, but Thunder King does, you know, stop a lot of stuff. So he's going to take Thunder King, or move it to defense. Okay, just move it to defense mode. And he can attack over this. I don't know if that's the best idea, because as you guys know, well, Thunder King has low defense, but the marksman can just attack over Lila next turn. So our player in the blue, yeah, that was my guess. He's going to go for a play, and my guess is he'll go for that, and he'll probably move Gachi. I would suggest moving Gachi, because that is a problematic card for, you know, a lot of decks. Well, it just takes a while to get over, and when you can get rid of Gachi, it's a very good thing to get rid of. But the thing with the XYZ cards, you know, the material still does go to the grave. So that's still pretty good for a player in the red. So let's see what he's going to do now, because he has to deal with Chaos Sorcerer plus a back row. Let's see. I'm trying to think of, like, if he has another Diva, though, he could probably do some work. If he goes Diva to Diva, he can go for Black Rose, and as you guys know, he has card advantage right now at the moment, if he went for a Black Rose play. Okay, so he's going to summon Abyss Turge. Okay, so when this card is normal summon, you can discard one water monster to target one level 3 or lower in your graveyard, and add that card to your hand. Okay, so he's gonna go with Diva. Yeah. Okay, so now let's see. These are both. Okay, this is a 3. This is a 4. Okay. Let's see what he's going to do. Oh, so this was discarded. When this card is sent to the grave, you can target one face-up card. Oh, that's pretty good. So he's checking out this card, and so this is really good. I kind of like this deck. It's I'm trying to think what deck is similar to this. Well, Heretics get their effects when you tribute, so I guess it's kind of the same way. I mean, you're just discarding instead of tributing. But I'd rather have the tribute aspect because that allows you to use enemy control and have really good plays. So a player in the blue is thinking maybe he wants to chain Book of Moon because it does say target one face-up card. Okay, so it just dies, and he moves to attack mode, and he can point for point with this, and then attack directly with this marksman, and that will be pretty good for a player in the red playing those Mermail Atlantans. Ooh, that's gonna hurt quite a bit because now the poor marksman is in attack position, and so he's pretty vulnerable, and Lila will probably attack over him. But pretty good plays, I'd say, from both of our players. Well, our player in the blue is playing super defense. He's got a lot of defensive cards, like, you know, enemy controller, Book of Moon, a lot of defensive cards, which, you know, I haven't seen some play in a while. Now it's all about, like, the bottomless, the torrential, because torrential is at 2, and, like, all the solemns, because solemn is really good. Ooh, he's gonna attack the face down. Okay. Well, I mean, technically, I guess maybe he just doesn't have the monsters, and he doesn't want to lose his Lila, because I would almost attack this just because this can start a lot more problems. Just because of, you know, the ability to just keep on special summoning, yeah. So we see Atlantean Sea Horseman. So level 3 or lower can attack directly. Okay, when this goes into the graveyard, actually add 1 Sea Serpent from your deck, except for, ooh, that's pretty good. Anything where it's add from the deck, I just feel is just really good. Anything in the graveyard, it means you've already used the card, so that's not as good. But adding from the deck is pretty good. He won't be able to activate that effect unless he discards it. So he put the effect of Atlantean Marksman, though. And that will allow this card over here, Sea Horseman, allows this card to attack directly. And he gets to now special summon. I think this card's pretty good. I'm glad that you can't get out Marksman with Marksman, because that would equal lots of swarming. It'd be like Hydrogeddon. Okay, but Hydrogeddon does have to destroy by battle. So he's gonna, oh, he can get another one of these. Okay, interesting stuff. So he can now attack over Lila, inflict 1800, and go for an exceed. So that was pretty plus, I'd say, on our player on the Reds side. Now he main phase 2. Let's see what he makes. I do not know if there's any XYZs that are for Atlanteans or Mermails. Let's see what he goes for. Oh, looks like it's going to be a Utopia. I still don't know exactly what our player in the blue is playing. I'm going to guess it's some variant of Chaos, some like Monster Mash Chaos, because he's got Chaos Sorcerer, and he'll need to remove that Utopia, which he'll probably end up doing. He is going to activate the effect to remove Utopia, which I think is pretty good. And let's see if our Atlantean player, or Atlantean Mermails, I'm not sure. I guess they both work because, you know, they're all about the water support. I'm surprised I haven't seen a Surface, because I think that card's really good, and Diva comes out, and our player in the blue should realize that because he added Diva a while ago. I think it was 2 turns ago, and Diva's going to be really good because now he can make Cataster. Our player in the blue is saying, I gotta go, GG. Well, it's game anyways, because our player would just make Cataster, and then attack into BLS. BLS would then die, and then Atlantean would be able to attack directly, and then special summon again. So that was really cool. I'm glad the Atlantean deck won, because it could just show you how good this deck can be. And I feel like Deep Sea Diva is an overall pretty solid card. It allows you to go into Cataster at any moment, and Cataster is really good against a lot of different decks. Although Chaos, you know, they have lots of darks, but generally, you know, BLS is just ran in every deck, and it's a quick answer to BLS because BLS is, you know, a strong monster, and you can't set cards, obviously, because BLS will just remove. So that was a pretty interesting deck. So thanks for watching, guys. Asian White Dragon, signing out.